Nation, we are back with the Bunny to Bear show. We took some time off, but let me tell you, I feel it. I can feel the energy, the momentum coming back. You're telling me exactly what you want. When I put out give, live, love more, you poured out the feedback. You said, Dwight, I love that. I love where we're going. And so I am going to do more of that. So if you're engaging with that, if you're enjoying that type of content, that's where we're headed. So quickly, happy 4th of July weekend. Make sure, look, over the last 3 weeks, I've had a crazy awakening. And I've just started to engage and really fully appreciate everything around me and really live in the present. This is a hard thing to do. You know, I'm over 30 years old and I've gone through my life kind of thriving, right? We're always thriving. We're always striving. We're always trying to be more than what we should. And I'm all about that. But a lot of times I forget about the right now. And my wife, a couple weeks ago, she said to me, she said, I don't know how long I can do this. She literally said that to me. I don't know how long I can do this with you. That shocked the system. So I went looking for something, found an incredible book, The Happiness Project, started to dive into that, started to do a few other things, and really just have found a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment. So this weekend, don't be too busy working, thinking about the future, the past, whatever. Live in the present and fully engage and appreciate the people and the things around you that you have in your life. First and foremost, absolutely. Second, I want to give some shout outs, Bear Nation shout outs that I missed last Monday. First of all, Jen Moore, thank you so much for consistently giving, consistently commenting, always being engaged with Bear Nation. Congratulations on your promotion and your first sale at Trulia. Yes! Awesome job. Congratulations. You knew it was coming. Here it is. Also, Caleb Johnson, I just want to say congratulations on the new family. You commented the other day and just poured out how this struck a chord with you. And look, as fathers, as husbands, we have to be leaders and lift ourselves up, and our family will lift up as well. So thank you so much for sharing your story and so much more to come for both of us. Evan, I appreciate you stopping me and saying, hey man, just so you know, I'm watching, I'm loving it. Appreciate that. Frankie, Adam, so many people just coming up and saying, hey, I like what you're doing, so keep it up. So we appreciate that, and make sure you do that more and more for people. They love that encouragement. Again, our mission here is to what? Hashtag lift others. There it is. So let's get in to the content. What is our focus today? It's Boomerang Benefits. Last Monday, we talked about give, live, love more. Give, live, love more. It's fantastic. A lot of times we give expecting something in return, but I tell you, when you just give wholeheartedly because you just want to give, your heart is pure, things are going to happen. I call it the Boomerang Benefit, and here's what happened. I'm going to share a little story. Hopefully you don't mind. My dad was a storyteller, loved it. I just love teaching and sharing through stories. So my wife's birthday, June 1st. June 1st. So what do? I get her the watch. You know what I'm saying? The Michael Kors, the Marc Jacobs watch. Now, she loves the rose gold. She loves it. Loves the rose gold. She's got the rose gold Michael Kors watch. But a couple months ago, she said to me, hey, I'd love for you to get me the same watch. I love this watch. Oh, okay. Put that in the memory bank. Got it. Now, let me tell you, I am the worst gift giver. Okay? Horrible. But I got it for her. I got the rose gold Marc Jacobs watch. And I was like, man, this is it. She's going to love it. She's going to get so excited. So she unwraps. It's June 1st. The kids are around. She's all excited. Boom! She looks me right in the face and says, I don't get it. Now, this is stone cold, straight in the face. I don't get it. It's the same watch that I already have. And I was like, yeah, you said you wanted the same watch. And I was blown away. Well, what? She's like, yeah, I said I wanted the same watch in like gold or silver. Oh, no. And this right there, that has been the story of my life. I mean, most of us, right? What do? We have selective listening. She said, I want the same watch. I didn't even hear the fact that she said gold or silver. So here's what happens. I've had this incredible awakening. Last week, it's been incredible. She said, I love my new husband. Fantastic. So 2 days ago, I go to Macy's. Now, I returned the gold watch, or the rose gold watch a couple weeks ago. It was horrible. Anyway, so a couple days ago, I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this up to her. All right, I'm going to make this up. She is not expecting. She didn't want another watch. She was like, just forget it. Don't worry about it. So I go to Macy's the other day on my way home, and I pick up both. I pick up the gold and the silver. And I know the kind that she likes, but the gold and silver, I pick them both up. So that night, I go in. I have it like nicely, wrapped, hide it in her closet. I'm like making some like little, oh, maybe you should check it out. We're engaged, we're excited. So she goes in, she finds it, and she comes out beaming. I'm telling you, I haven't seen, this is my high school sweetheart, 15 years. I haven't seen her smile and get giddy like this in a long time. And she's like, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I was like, I gave her the gold, and I was like, all right, do you like the gold? I mean, is the gold the one that you want? And I was like, because if you don't like the gold, I mean, you could, do you want the silver? You want the silver? So I was like, hey, why don't you check my drawer just in case? So she goes, she checks my drawer, and there's the silver. And she's being, like light shining everywhere. So she comes out and she says, I'm just blown away. I'm so happy. And she hugs me tighter than she hugged me last week, like really tight. And she says to me, she says, it's not really about the watch. It's not about like the right watch, whatever. It's the fact that you were thinking about me. It's the fact that you were thinking about me throughout the day. And I'd missed it for so many years, trying to do the right thing. It's that you were thinking about me throughout the day. Whew. So, what happens? Next day, she's going to be flying out to New York. So this was like yesterday. So she says, hey, can I have the receipt? I'll return one and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, she texts me at like 11:30, and she's like, hey, you want to go to lunch? She never does this, let me tell you. No, we do not. She's in downtown. I'm in another place. We're like 30, 40 minutes away. But she's like, hey, you want to go to lunch? I mean, this is nice. This is nice. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So we go to lunch, and she's just super nice. I mean, just having a great time. So we get out to the car, and she's like, I got you something. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, well, I went and I returned the watch, and she shows me she got a couple different watches on sale, and she's all giddy. Oh, I got this watch, and I got this watch, and I'm bad at picking, so she obviously returned both watches. And anyway, and then she busts it out. She says, but look at this. Ring! Now, I love watches. If anybody knows me, I love watches. But here it is, 4th of July. Oh my goodness. Oh, now did I ask for it? No. Did I say I wanted it? Did I buy my own watch the other day? I thought about it, but I was like, no. Boomerang Benefit. From all the giving, the living, the loving more that I've been just, and it wasn't in a place of, oh, I know I'm going to get something back. But when you're genuine, what happens naturally is you get the benefits of other people's joy. And she now wanted to give herself. So when she was probably picking all this stuff, now she's thinking the same way I'm thinking. Like, man, I want to give, live, and love as well. And so she gave me this, and it just filled my heart. And immediately I knew I had to share it with you. And then, best of all, she's like, well, I'm leaving, gotta go. And let me tell you, we've been together 15 years. She kissed me, this is personal, she kissed me like she hasn't kissed me in 10 years. Like she hasn't kissed me in 10 years. And I was just, I walked away. I think I skipped away. You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't believe it. Not only did I get a Boomerang benefit materially, her smile, her engagement, her little things that she's saying, and then physically, I haven't connected with her in so long in that way. And I even texted her. I was like, man, I have not been kissed. And she said, hey, I can do better. I mean, we're going to stop right there. But let me tell you, things are happening. So no matter where you are in your life, no matter what it is, if you start to go back to a place of gratitude, if you engage with the people around you in the now, not thinking just around the corner, what's happening up here, but to really engage and to be fully present, I'm telling you, there are benefits out there that you'll be reaping. It's unbelievable what's happened to me over the last couple of days. Tonight, and here's what's been happening. Tonight, even just tonight, I spent about an hour and a half with my kids reading and playing gymnastics and doing all this cool stuff. And here's what's been happening, all right? I've been reading probably, like I said, about a book a week. And I've been finding books for my kids to read. And this is one of my favorites, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. If you haven't read this, it's incredible. But what I'm doing is I'm reading 10 pages at a time with my kids. And this is helping me kind of raise myself to a higher level, because you get little principle-based things like Who Moved My Cheese, or we just finished Raving Fans by Ken Blanchard. Little things that my kids love to like engage and hear me read. And, you know, we count it down. All right, how many pages, Noah? How many pages? Okay, all right, we've got how many pages? All right, how many more pages? And it's just little things that you can do to give more to your family, to be more present with the people that matter the most to you. I cannot tell you the benefits. Here's another little thing. Usually, when my kids go to bed, they'll hang all over my wife. They will hang all over my wife. They'll love to just be around her, all that kind of stuff. And I'll be like, you know, doing my thing. That's fine. But guess what? Guess what? What did they do tonight? My wife got out the guitar, she started playing, and usually they kind of, like, if she gets the guitar out, they'll lay in bed by themselves. Tonight, they jumped on me. They laid, hey, could you lay with me? Lay with me. And they're all over me. I can't tell you about the Boomerang benefits. When you start giving, when you start living more, when you start loving more, you're going to see some incredible benefits. Here's some other things that I'd recommend. I'm starting to read a book, just picked it up, called Choose Yourself. Now, this is James Altucher. Love him or hate him. He's very eccentric. He's got his own style. But I'll tell you what I love about this book is he surprises the crap out of you by simple, incredible ways, practical ways for you to fully engage and create daily routines to help your four bodies: your physical, your mental, your spiritual, and your emotional. One of the things that I love that I'm sharing with everyone is come up with 10 ideas every single day. 10 ideas. Just write down 10 ideas about anything, about exercise, about how I can live healthier, about how I can improve my home life, about how I can improve my sales training, about how I can become a better sales professional, about whatever it is. 10 quick ideas. And he says after 6 months, man, you're killing it. You're coming up with crazy ideas, and 90% of them are awesome. Right now, they're all going to suck, right? But it just helps your mind fully engage and come up with idea after idea after idea, right? That's a simple thing. Getting more sleep. Some of the simple things. So I would say Choose Yourself should be the next book that you read, all right? A few other things that I would say is just give everything you have in the moment. You know, we all have the past that has happened to us. We all have the future that we're worried about. But I just ordered The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I'm going to go through it and just, again, really dig in to the power of now. And remember, guys, give more, live more, and love more. You're going to reap the boomerang benefits like you've never, ever seen before. I heard a story today, and this will be the last one to wrap up. A guy was in the grocery store with his wife the other day, and a lady says, "Hey, can you help me?" A little older lady. I'm like, "What?" "Sure, absolutely. Yeah, sure." And she's in the shampoo aisle. And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" She's like, "Just hold my hands, all right? Hold my hands, and I'm going to try to lift up this bottle of shampoo. Can you just pass me that bottle of shampoo, and I'm going to try to lift up my hands." And what she's doing is, if you do some research, if you can lift your hands up with this bottle of shampoo, you can check if you're allergic to it or not. It's like, what are you talking about? So anyway, they're helping this lady, have no idea what she's talking about. But then she's like, "Okay, well, that's the one I want." And they're like, "Okay, you want, just go grab it." She's like, "Well, I don't have the money for it right now, so thank you very much for helping me. That was very nice of you, and that's the one I'll get next time." And guess what they did? She didn't have the money to get it. They went ahead, spent the $5, $6, whatever it was, and as the lady walked out, they grabbed her, just said, "Hey, here's that bottle of shampoo that you were looking for." Just a tiny little way to give, live, and love more. I thought that was a fantastic story. Not expecting anything from it, but just knowing that our heart is pure, we're giving more, and what are we doing? Hashtag lifting others. So here's to your success as you go out there. Thank you. It's a little bit longer, but I thought I had to share a few stories with you. Thank you for your engagement, and I look forward to hearing more and more about your success and your happiness as you go and you give and you live and you love more. Take care. We'll see you next week.